The head of the McLean County Republican Party says he was surprised and disappointed by the primary election results. For one, Dennis Grundler of Downs was disappointed by the 17% voter turnout in McLean County. Democrats had no contested races on the primary ballot. Grundler also lost in his bid for McLean County Board to a political newcomer, Mike O'Neill. Grundler questioned O'Neill's conservative credentials, but says O'Neill heavily outspent him. He tells WGLT's Eric Stock what he thinks the results mean for the future of the Republican Party in McLean County.
I think there's a disconnect between the people on the county board and what the county Republicans are wanting to do as a whole. And I guess that's why you get sometimes three of the Republicans voting with the Democrats. And that's why I think we're in some of the situations we're in on the county board.
While you question his conservative bona fides, George Wendt apparently losing in District 3, probably the most strident conservative the county board has had in a really long time, to a relative political newcomer. What are your takeaways from that as putting your party chair hat on?
Once again, I don't know if it was someone's looking for a change because George voted conservative. And once again, it could have just been we were way outspent on money. And, I tell you what, I went out to 1,800 houses, and to have, that, 1 in 6 that I went to even come out and vote is just blows me away that we can't get people to vote.
Do you hear the concern from some of the public that they feel that county politics, local politics in general, has become increasingly partisan and less productive as a result?
Oh, yeah, I hear that. I've been trying to fix that for the years that I've been with them, but the problem is that it seems like the two sides of the party are so disconnected that you have people with conservative values and then you have people with maybe not conservative values with raising taxes and things like that. And if you can't get together, that's just, I guess, that's why we're a 10-10 board now instead of a 16-4.
Can you work with the board in any way to broker the kind of change you want to see, or is it just bound to be a 10-10 split?
Well, I'm hoping we can pick up a couple seats. Looks like the couple newcomers have got a lot of money, so maybe... but that's not really picking up seats. That's taking over places of other Republicans. So, like I said, I'm going to wish them the best of luck. I'm going to get behind them, and hopefully they are conservative, like the mailers and the texts and all the things, were said, and all the signs said they were conservative. So let's hope they are.
What do you make of the House 88th District race with Reagan Deering winning pretty decisively over Chuck Erickson from Bloomington?
I think on the case of that, I think both of them were conservative. At least that's what they're said. I don't know Reagan as well, other than I've talked with her several times. I'm hoping that she is true conservative like she said she is. And we're going to get behind her because we need to win all the seats we can win or keep a hold of, because the Democrats have a supermajority in the state and we're not going to change anything if we don't. So we got to stop this fighting. We got to get behind the people that win. And we got to drive forward and then hold them to what they say they're going to do.
What's realistic for the GOP statewide, given that there are so few competitive districts anymore?
It's what it's going to take. It's going to take enough people hurting enough to actually come out and vote. If you get a thing like today where you have 60,000 registered voters and you get 4,000 to come out and vote, I mean, that's just a crying shame that people don't care enough or maybe believe in the system enough that they can change it to actually come out and vote, because that's what happens.
And how do you think national politics, the presidential race, will impact McLean County voting in November, as the party last time around went to the Democratic nominee for the first time in a really long time? How could that potentially impact the down ballot races such as county board?
It definitely can affect it. Once again, we have to get behind every one of our nominees, and we have to push for them to win and try to pick up a seat or two, and hopefully we don't lose any seats. How does the federal affect it? I don't know if it does. I mean, if you're going to tell me that they're not coming out and vote because Trump's at the top of the ballot, then those people don't care anyway. They can come out and not vote for Trump and vote for everybody else down ballot. So if they're going to use that as an excuse, I'm calling them out on that.
But people do tend to do that, though.
Once again, a no vote is a vote.
That was McLean County Republican Party Chair Dennis Grundler speaking with WGLT's Eric Stock. The primary election results in McLean County also show President Biden got a larger share of the Democratic vote than Donald Trump did of the Republican vote. Biden received 88% support among Democrats. Trump received 76% among Republicans. Trump got a lower percentage in the city of Bloomington. Several GOP contenders who have dropped out of the race are still on the ballot. The general election will be November 5th, and you can see all of our election coverage right now at WGLT.org.